Just about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. Get this complete right side to Hopkins. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. A pickup there of 13. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
When they go with the RPO there in the hopes of making something happen after the catch, so often you can kind of run your receiver through those voided zones and come out the backside. I just didn't love the timing. I think he got to just let that play develop a little bit longer and not be in such a hurry.
Again, it's Allen to the air. Nice work after the catch is stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Third down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Here's McCaffrey. And that run shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brought down at the 10-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
That is caught side of the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The score, Buccaneers 7. Bengals nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. Here's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Off the read, here's Burrow. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards. and a first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and
he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. It allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready now for their second drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Burrow. There's Jefferson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, Burrow. That one Incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is caught. Finding Higgins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun. He's got it at about the 8. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Buccaneers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We'll go play action here with Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Throwing again is Allen. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Burrow. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to have the first down and more. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover. Allen from his own end zone. A short run there to Otten. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Gain of
18 yards on the pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's another.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick.
Side the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
At the 17-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Vita Vea in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Burrow to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. 18 yards on the connection. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 46.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now, Burrow. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. This one caught left side by Evans. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
19 yards.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
First and 10 at the 20.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Second and 6 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Put down Buccaneers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to the...
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Chase McLaughlin.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Burrow here on second down. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now, Burrow. That's taken in, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Burrow.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Second down, 8 for the first down. Here's Burrow. Down to the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 3-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Here's Barkley. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 3-yard line.
Second and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This a potential game winner. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Going up top for Evans. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the game. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.